Okay, so in this video we will be talking about how we can actually exploit the schedule task of the cron job in Linux. We will be discussing about two different attacks in this video, and one important thing I should mention is that this is actually the part 2 about the cron job and its exploitation. If you have not watched the first video, the first part, go check it out and then come to this. But if you already know about the cron job, just keep watching this video, you will learn a lot. So let's get started now. Okay, so let's start understanding the attack one. This is the most straightforward cron job exploitation. A cron job runs a script as root, okay, but the script file itself has weak permission. We can actually write to it. So this attack is basically, let me tell you the summary of this attack. So there will be a cron job, okay, and it will be executing some program, some script, or whatever it like some kind of script. It will execute that, but as a root, the owner of that cron job will be root. But the problem with that script will be is that it will have a weak permission. We will be searching for some kind of that cron job. So since it will have weak permission, meaning we can write to it, so what we will be doing is we will be actually modifying that. So if we can modify that, we will put our own malicious code. So next time it once it execute, it will also execute our code. So it once it execute our code, whatever we have inserted in the script, it will do that thing. What we are doing, first of all, we were like about how we listed all of the cron job. Once we listed all of the cron job, next what we will be doing is use the ls-lah flag and then the actual path for the script. Once we enter that, it will then tell us if we can write to it or no. Okay, one more thing is that about we talk about this, so I forgot that I want to see if we really get these mhdormmondow these column name or no if we type this command in a real Linux machine, or is it just the AI that added these. So let's try that, and after that let me just come to this. So I wanna go to a machine. So this is, let me copy first of all this command. Okay, so etc and then this. Okay, so I think we will be able to see, they will let us to see or give option to know that this is a minute column, this is hour, this is day of month, this is day of week column. So they have given the option, so it is good to go then. I thought we will be remembering these. Now we will do this, you see right here. So I'm just going to the machine again and type this to like whatever script I will be it does not matter, but you will be checking yourself. I think there will be some automatic tool that will let you know, but I'm just gonna go with this specific one. So I will first of all type the bash and then lslah and then the full path of this script. So it's home karen backup.sh. Okay, so we don't have the permission. I actually did not explain this to you. So once we type this, and that script has weak permission, by weak permission I mean we get something like this. So this is very important, this part. This is the owner of this script is root, the group is also root, and this is when it will execute. This is it, and this right here, this block you see, this is for the user, okay, the owner of this file, and this right here, this is the group block. So we know that the file of this group is the group of this file is also root, so it also has this permission, and then this is for other user, the other user that exists on the Linux machine. So right here we see read, write, execute permission for the owner. Okay, and then this is for the group, read, write, execute permission, root group can read, write, execute, and read, write for the other user. World mean other user that exists on the machine. So this means everyone can read and write to this specific file, including you or any other user on the Linux machine. And this right here, it says that this is the dangerous part. If we can write to it, we will be able to modify that. When you see word writable w in the last 3 character, this is what it's saying on a script that root execute. Yeah, cron, that is your root path. Yep. So this is the simplest path. Root owns it, root runs it, but you can edit it. Those two facts together all you need. So this script is run by root and this script is owned by root, and we as a normal user can write to it. So that's the main thing and main exploit. So I'm just gonna search one by one. I tested this, we don't have the permission. Now let's just do for this another one, tmp py. I don't know, it says no file or directory found, so I'm just gonna move to tmp and then do this. So where is that script? Okay, I don't see that, so we will ignore that for right now, but we'll be trying to find out is a script that has weak permission. So let's try the antivirus.sh one. Yep, I'm just gonna try the antivirus one. Let me make it clear and do this again so that I can see the full path. So it will be cat etc and cron. It's cron tab, not just a single cron. So we have got this, and now I'm gonna type LAH and antivirus. Okay, I'm just too dumb to see that. You see right here we have in front of one of the script the backup.sh, which is in our home directory. And earlier I told you that mostly the script or whatever the cron job executing is whenever it is in the home directory, the user home directory, the permission are usually weaker or have some kind of misconfiguration rather than in the system directories. So this is in our home directory, meaning we might be able to write to it. Okay, so if I type the ls again, let me first of all clear and do this. This is the script. Okay, and let's do ls-la. So this is the script exec, and basically this script right here you see is owned by Karen, and the group is also Karen, and we can read and write to it. But if I type the cat again and etc cron tab, you see the schedule task was created by the root user. So meaning this will, as I told you earlier, whoever created the schedule task, it will execute with their permission rather than who own the file. So it now when you are this execute, it will execute with the root permission. And since we can write to it, where is that? Yep, so we can read and write to it. So what we gonna do is we'll be exploiting that. So right here you see, when you see word writable or what or any script that you can write and that script run as root in a cron job. So what you will do is basically it is saying do not replace the script, like do not delete the content of the script. If you completely overwrite the script with just your payload, you might break whatever the script was supposed to do. A broken backup script or monitoring job might alert an admin. Appending adds your code after the existing code. So it means we will instead add our script code or whatever we want to add at the end of the existing content. Because of this, the original functionality will still run and our payload will also run and nothing will look broken. Okay, so what we will be doing is we will be starting the listener, the Netcat listener on this specific port. Okay, and then we will be so first of all what I'm gonna do is start the listener on this port by copying this command, and this is my Kali Linux. I am basically using the try-hack-me Kali Linux as well as the misconfigure lab for the cron job exploitation. So I will just copy this, paste it over here. Okay, we have started listening on this port, and now what we'll be doing is we'll be putting our payload in this script. So as mentioned here, first of all we'll type the echo or like this. So echo, and this two stuff you see greater than sign is what we call append. Okay, we call it appending. So it means whatever we want to add, it will be added after the existing content. So I'm just gonna type the echo this, and the path to the script is home and then Karen and then backup.sh. So what this gonna do is it will just end an empty line. Okay, so perfect, we have added that. And now what we will do is, first of all let me actually show you that we don't have the payload right now in this script. So this is the content of it, and now we will be adding this. Don't worry, I'm just gonna explain this one a little bit. So I'm need to first of all make this line or the command perfect. I need to type the path for the script. So I'm basically this is the payload. Okay, and here we will type our Kali Linux IP. So my Kali Linux IP is this is my Kali Linux IP. Okay, I just copied that and I'm just gonna put it here and then on this port we started listening on Kali Linux, and then we will just write this to this script. Basically we will also replace the actual path which was home and Karen and then backup.sh. so this is it. Now let me copy it and come over here and paste it. Perfect. Now let's just type again the cat and then the actually do it like this. So you see right here we type the cat and the backup sh. Before we the payload was not there. Now you see the payload is there, and as I told you that the first echo thing adds a blank line, and this to me means append a single greater sign will overwrite all of this script whatever is in it. So it's good to use the appending now, and we also verified that the shell is added and also the original code is there. So that was the main point, and now what we're going to do is we will wait for the cron job to start the scheduled task. Okay, and once it let me see how much time after it will be executed. So it will execute after a minute. So after a minute we will be getting shell over here. We need to wait 1 minute and we will get the shell hopefully here. So this is it, and this is how this one work, and this is the payload explanation that we just put inside the script. First of all I want to see if we can get the script or the shell or no. So we will wait for this and see if we can get that or not. Till then I'm just gonna explain the payload to you in simple term. This is called a named pipe reverse shell. Okay, hearing first time myself. So rm mean remove tmp/f, delete this if it already exists. Okay, we are about to create it as a specific type of file, so we need a clean slate. Bro, what is that? If it already exists as a regular file this will fail, so we remove that. Bro, I don't understand, but the problem here is that we have a simple type as well. I will try to explain it in a bit easy term, but we can also use this the netcat he and this, so instead of that. But the problem with this is because this is easier, and the problem is this is the -e flag tells netcat to execute a program when it connects. It is clean and it is easy, but there is a problem. Most modern Linux system ships with the OpenBSD version of Netcat, and OpenBSD Netcat deliberately remove this flag for security measure. So I think in modern system this one will not work. So just for the backup or for another web we are using this. So that is why we are using that. Okay, the problem is I don't know, I use the correct IP, but see right here this and this is the same, but I type the IP address and the IP which is showing over here is this one. So I think I'm just gonna use this IP 107.132. so is it correct? Yep. So I pasted the IP over here which is this now, and I think this is the correct now since I checked again. So I'm just gonna go to my machine again, and then how do I remove this line now? I think I will be opening this file with nano, because this is the only way I know. I cannot there might be a way, but I don't know how do I delete it without opening. So backup.sh, so I'm just gonna delete this line. Okay, and I will paste the another one. Okay, I pasted it, and let me just save it by this and doing this. Perfect. Now let me confirm it by typing get backup.sh. I think it is good now, and let me start the listening on this port again, since this is what actually I need to clear the terminal first of all, and then ncl and vp1234. So let's see if we can get the shell now, since earlier the IP was wrong, and now let's just see. I have put this, and let's just wait now until then. I have let's understand that reverse shell that we were talking about, the name pipe reverse shell. We are sitting at your car Linux. Yep, and this is the victim machine tmpf. It's like you are setting somewhere else, the victim machine is setting somewhere else, and this tmp/f is like a tunnel to you from you to the victim machine. So it is that, imagine the two rooms connected by a tube through the wall. You are this in room A and the victim is in room B. So you want to shout command through the tube and have room B execute them and shout the result back to you. So the problem is says a tube only goes one direction, so we get clever and loop it. Remove this, throw away the old tube if there is any. The tube just went over. What loop here means the whatever connect the victim machine and the attacker machine. And with this command we tell the Linux to create a new magic tube. Okay, make this new thing and okay, stand at the tube waiting for anything to come through. So I think we are telling someone to stand there, like kind of understand it from analogy. Okay, telling someone to stand there, and whenever we tell something to you, okay, this is like on the another end of the victim machine. We are like kind of understand from analogy. We are sending someone at the victim machine, telling that whatever comes from the attacker side, just listen to it, and whatever comes through, and then here whatever comes through the tube, run it as a command. Okay, and this right here removes the error. If it errors, don't send, or just kind of throw the error and send all of the commands, no, I mean the result back to me over the internet on this specific IP on this port using the Netcat, and this whatever I type, show it back into the tube. So this is the visualized kind of version. You type a command on Kali, Netcat sends it over network written into this tube. Okay, the cat reads it out of the tube, then execute the command, result goes back through Netcat using the tube, and we see the output. Okay, so I have started the both of the machine. I'm just gonna start the listening first of all on my Kali Linux, and once I started it, I will then come to the machine and just insert my payload in the backup.sh file. So I need to type lvnp, and then let me just use a 3333 this port right now. Okay, so this is the port now, and I just need to go back to the another machine, and till then I need to fix this command which we will be putting in the file 3333. And what is the IP of this? So this is the Kali Linux IP. I will instead use this 10.114.114. okay, and then 114 again, 114, and then 22. Okay, I just let me remove this, and I think now we are good. So I can just start the listening again, and let's go back to this machine. So I'm just gonna type the bash, and then let's see if we have the file over here or no. Yep, we do have the file now. I'm just gonna do this and do this, and then use the appending, and then the file name is this. So now let's verify if we have inserted the payload in this backup sh or no. So perfect, we have inserted or put the payload here. Now I think we need to wait 1 minute. Let's see, get etc cron tab, and it should say 1 minute. Yep, every minute. So I think we need to wait 1 minute, and after 1 minute it will give us the shell. So let's just wait if and see if it gonna give us the shell or no. We have done the steps correctly now. Okay, I just saw that they are using completely different payload over here, which is this bash I and this stuff, and we have used completely different one. So I just wanna clear what is going on. Maybe that's the reason we are not getting the reverse shell, or there might be something else. Let's see. So they are kind of different, both of these method, and for us the one that is better and reliable is this one. So I think we'll be using this one. See, we have still not got anything, so this is the one we'll be using. I'm just gonna do the nano and then the backup sh. So we have this now, and let's just move down and paste this okay, and let's just set the port to 3333, okay, and our Kali Linux IP is let me copy from above 10.114.114.22. so this is it. Let me remove this above one now, and after that I will be saving this, and then we will wait 1 minute and see if we can get the reverse shell or no. So I think we are done. Let's just verify if we have done this correctly or no. Cat and backup sh. So what? Cat backup sh. So it is showing correctly. Now let's just wait on the Kali Linux and see if we can get the reverse shell or no. For some reason we are still not getting, so I'm just gonna follow these steps that Kali Linux that Claude told me. So I'm just gonna use this new port, okay, and then go back to this machine. And so we start listening first of all with the nc lnvp flag with 4444 port, and now we will be doing this, okay. So let's, okay, is it because of this it is not executable? I don't know. I wanna ask Claude, okay. So Claude is telling me this is because you did not set the script to executable. So this thing right here, you see cron fires run this script as root, okay, and then Linux check is this script executable. If it is not, it just does nothing, no error, no shell. So if it is executable, it will do this. So that was the main, I think, issue, even though it does not matter what port we use. And so I just wanna type the cat again backup.sh. so we have this, okay. Let's start the listing again on 333 port instead of the 444 port, because it's easier here a bit rather than changing the whole payload. So I'm just gonna end this and start with 3333. Now let's wait 1 minute and see if we can get the shell or no. Okay, I need to make this file as executable. I forgot it again. So let's see, I have not made it executable. So let me first of all do that, otherwise I will not get the shell again. So chmod plus x with the backup sh file. Now it will work, okay. So it's 217, and I hope we will get the shell on 218 if we have given the correct Kali Linux IP. It will then work, otherwise, okay, we have got the shell. Perfect. That was the main issue, that the file was not executable, okay. So that was the one method, the attack one that we were talking about. This one, that was this attack writable script. We found a writable script, we inserted our payload, and then we start listening on our Kali Linux machine, our attacker machine, and then we waited. We actually made this script executable. That is the main. Also, you need to check if the script is or the file is executable or no, otherwise you will not get the reverse shell the way we did that mistake. So we covered this mistake. I hope you understand or understood this, okay. Now the another next attack is that, okay, I will explain this one, but first of all we have some flags over here. The question we need to answer, because we became root. So I think I will first answer these. I think we will be then moving to the attack too, so it will be a bit difficult, not very difficult, but still. So how many user defined cron job can you see on the target system? As Karen we saw 0. Is this asking me to the user we log in like the user I'm logging into, how many cron job it has? Okay, so it is asking the complete. So I'm just gonna go back here and do the cat /etc/cron tab. So cat etc/cron tab. Let's count them now. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, I think, yep, 8. Let's see. Okay, it is 4. I think they have not included these user defined. 1 2 3 4. These are the 4. Yep, I guess. And we need to find out the flag 5.txt flag, whatever is the content. So I'm just gonna search find this and then the name and then the flag 5.txt and then to this and dull and no dev and null. Okay, it is in the slash home slash ubuntu slash this. So I will be moving to my Kali Linux since we got the reverse shell of this machine, the root shell. Okay, so I'm just gonna go there and we will be also seeing the mats. I think this is another user. We will be seeing the shadow password of this, and once we get the hash password. Once we get the hash, we will be then using the join tool with rockyou.txt to find out the real password. So I think that's the plan. But first of all, let me just get the flag 5. So we have got this shell, and now since we got that the flag 5 is in the slash home slash ubuntu slash flag 5.txt. Perfect. This is the content of the flag, which is thm-383000383 Perfect. And now we need to find out the mat's password. So first of all, I just want to search if there is any file with the mat, and if we can find it will be good. Otherwise I will have to read the shadow file and then get the mat's hash. So find slash and then name. We don't have any file, so now I will be reading the shadow file etc/shadow. I think we lost the root shell, so I just wanna start the listening again on this spot. I think it was my mistake, so don't worry, we'll get the shell again after a minute, since that cron job also already run after every minute. So we got the shell and now we'll just get the mate's password. So we got the root shell again, reverse shell again. So I'm just gonna type the cat etc shadow. Actually we need to copy the shadow file and then transfer it to our Kali Linux, because this is just the shell of the another machine, not the exact file and stuff. Okay, perfect. We have got the stuff over here. I just use the get command and then use the slash etc slash shadow file and then use the single greater sign, which will write the stuff to another file. And then so yeah, this is the command I used, this one, get this and then write this to shadow.txt file, and then I type this and we got all of these. So I'm just gonna get the file, the shadow.txt file. For that I need to start this listening on this spot. Okay, and then I have this another command which is this. Okay, and I will be typing the, first of all I need to get the Kali Linux IP. Okay, so this is Kali Linux IP. Now we can start the listening again, or let me first of all type the cd or to move to the download folder, LOADS downloads, and then start the listening over here. Let me just get the IP of Linux, which is 10.114.114.22. so is it the correct? Yep, this is the correct IP. And now let me fix the IP over here. So this is what I will be okay, so it is in the tmp shadow.txt. This is what I will be executing on the victim machine Netcat and the our Kali Linux IP, the port, and this is the file we want to send to our machine. So this will list the content and use, then we are using the pipe, and whatever result we get, we are using the pipe to send it to this IP or this machine using the Netcat on this port. So that is that, and now let's just see if we can get that or no. I think our IP was 114.114, so that is why it is stuck. I think I need to fix this over here, 114.114 like this. And now let's just see it. We got for some reason we the shell gets removed. Now I started listening again. We will wait 1 minute again, and once we get the shell we will then run the command. I actually send this over here. Let me see what is my IP. So that is my IP. Yup, 114.114. Let's just wait for this to get the shell and we will then run this command. Make sure our IP is correct. Yup, it is correct. Let's see if we can get that. We got the connection. Let me stop this and type the ls. Okay, we got this file, and now shadow.txt. perfect, we got the file. So just as a reminder, we have not discussed the attack too, but what I'm trying to do is answer these questions first of all. So after that we will move to that. This is our Kali Linux machine, and we have the John tool which we will be using to correct this hash of the mate to get the password. So I'm just gonna use John. Okay, John, and then let me make it big so you can see it a bit more better. Yep, it is better now. Let me do the clear and then use the John tool. So this is the John, and this is the exact path to the rockyou.txt word list. We'll be using that against the mat user. So we now gonna specify the users, which is mat. Okay, they are asking specifically about the mat, and then we will also specify the shadow.txt. Okay, so they are asking to use the full path of the tool, so I'm just gonna use the /usr/spin/this. Okay, we run this command, this specific tool with this using the rockyou.txt. This is the user, this is the shadow file which contain the hashes, and we got this password. I think it's 1234561 23456. Yep, actually I want to test that as well, and after that we will just discuss the second attack. That is also very important. So SUMATT. Okay, and then 1234556. Perfect, we are now mad, and so that's that. And now we will be talking about the second attack. Since we got the mat's password, the one answer, now let's discuss the second attack. Where is that? The missing script. Okay, path hijacking via cron. This is sneaker attack and incredibly common in real world engagement. So it is saying that this is very common in real life. Okay, the summary of that is root cron job calls this antivirus.sh or any script. Okay, but that antivirus sh script does not exist anywhere on the file system because an admin deleted the script, and because they don't need that anymore, or by mistake but they forget to remove the scheduled task a cron job entry. So that's the thing. If we can somehow make our script that the cron job is looking for and can place over there, we will get the instant root shell. This happens constantly in real world environment. Admin delete script, reorganize directory, clean up all tools, but they forget to remove the cron entry. This is very true actually. The cron job keeps firing every minute, calling a script that is no longer there. The system silently fails and nobody notices it. For you as an attacker, this is a gift. If cron cannot find the script at a full path, it searches through the path variable, the one we defined, this one at the top of this, looking for a file with that name. If you can create a file with that exact name in any directory that is in the cron path, this path, okay, and you can write to that directory. This is what I told you. Cron will find your file and execute it as root. So now what we will do is we will look for the script antivirus.sh. Actually previously we found out that let me type the etc and cron tab, which is here, and we got this antivirus sh script. If I use the find with this name and then colon antivirus, make sure I don't or you don't write the name incorrectly, otherwise it will search for something else. Antivirus and then to this and dev null. So you see we did not get any file with the name antivirus sh. So it means that there is a cron job created by a root that will look for the antivirus sh using the path variable. You see this is the path and it is not there anymore. So what we can do is we will be looking if in any of these folder, if we can write that we'll create a new file with this name, and next time it run we will then execute. So to find out if we can write to that or no, either we will do one by one. Let's do one by one like this, lsla the full path, and then actually we will be looking as this. Yep, so you see right here we don't have the permission. Actually we can only read and execute, so we cannot do that. And let's just see in this one. Okay, this is the same thing and this is the same thing, I guess. Okay, wait, we have the permission over here. We can write here. So if we can place the antivirus sh, our fake antivirus sh script here, it will be executed from this directory. Okay, and this is I think another short command. Let's see. Okay, see, this one did not work. We have to check manually. If I have used this and did not check manually, it will have told me that you cannot do this and I will have left this method, right? And what we're going to do is we just need to, so there are now two methods we find out. One is getting the access to your Kali Linux, and another is, since you already on the compromised machine, you can just get the shell over there locally. So I'm just gonna do this. Actually, to copy this is the shell and then store it. So echo and this shell slash bin slash paste this, and then this. Let's specify the full path. Local, what was the path? This one. Yep. Just the s bin, and then the file name should be antivirus.sh. So that's what I asked, because I saw the read write execute over here and in this as well, but I tried to create this file in this place, but it gave me permission denied error. But one thing I noticed is I see the L over here instead of the D. Yep, so that's the issue. I think L is just kind of pointer to this place. Okay, and since we cannot write to this place, it means nothing, and it does not specify a full path. But we would have written created the file in our user directory, but it is not allowed. It won't, so it won't automatically find the script over there. So what's the fix now? One more thing I noticed is that we have another script, the Python script, but it is in temp file, and we can hopefully will write to this. I'm just going to check tmp test.py. So what, bash cd tmp /ls, and let's just search. I think it is not present in this tmp directory, so I just want to type the cd to this. Okay, we are in home directory, root directory. Let's search for that. I think so. Find slash name, and what is the file name? Test.py, and then this to this null. So I search for this test.py file and it find out one, but it is in this directory instead of the tmp directory, and the cron job will look for the test.py in the tmp directory. So let's see, I want to see the content of this, if there is. Okay, this is some other thing. So I think this one is missing the test.py. As we saw, there is no test.py in the tmp directory, so that's the thing, and that's what we will be making, focusing on test.py. We will be creating a fake test.py. So what we will be doing is we will be creating test.py file. I'm just gonna, I don't know what to put it here, so honestly, so I'm just gonna go here and then, okay, so I told the cloud that the tmp this does not exist, so it just give me this, and let's try it now. Okay, this one first of all, and then let me copy this one so it will write to that, and let's type the get tmp test.py. Perfect, we are seeing the correct thing commands. Okay, instead of all of this thing, I will use the another one. This will give us the reverse shell, so I ask him to give me another one. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my Kali Linux IP, which is 10.114.114.22. Yep, this is it. Okay, and I just wanna do this. Okay, this, and now let me do the nano and tmp test.py, so that I can remove the second line, this one. Okay, let me remove this. Perfect, we are done with this, and what we're gonna do next is we will make this executable. Let me first of all clear, and then ls /, and then tmp test.py. So it is not executable right now. If we can make, yep, this is on by us, so first of all, like we will not do that mistake now. We will need to make the file executable. So to make this executable, we will type the chmod, okay, chmod plus x and the tmp test.py. Perfect. Now let's just see it again. If yep, it is executable now. Okay, we also need to set the listening over here on port 4444. Okay, and then we will get the root shell, reverse shell. So I need to clear this screen, clear, and then the nclnvp and 4444. Let's we did this, and let's go here. I think we are done from this side. All we need to do is wait 1 minute and we'll be done. We will get the reverse shell. Okay, so instead of getting the reverse shell, I will get the root shell locally on this compromised machine. So I have created this test.py file, and inside that I have typed these to get a bash file. Okay, so it will find out the bash on this place, and once it will create a tm bash file on this. Once we get the bash file, since the python will run as root, this will run as root by the task scheduler, the cron job. It will create this as root. Okay, so once it create this as root, you can see we give the permission the SUID. We enable the SUID on this, since it will be created as admin as root. The permission it will be later using of root, because we are enabling the SUID as root. So when we do this next, after that we will get a bash shell, but that bash shell will be using the root permission. So let's just see. I type this and hopefully it will be let's first of all move to tmp. Let's type ls. Okay, so right now we have as I told you, we created this file with this content. Okay, and just we need to make this file executable so that it will then get executed by the cron job plus x and then test plus py. Perfect. We will then now get a new file with bash. So right now we don't see any file bash, and after like a minute we will get a bash with SUID enabled with the root privileges. Okay, so I told him that whenever I run this test.py manually with Python, it created the bash file. Okay, the bash file, and also with the SUID enable part, but with the normal low level permission, because I run it with the with my own permission, with my own privileges. So this does not matter that much when I run it with my permission. I wanted to test it if it will create the bash or no. So it created, but it was not actually running by the cron job. So we got this now. Okay, let's test this now if we can get the bash file or no. So I'm just gonna clear this and paste it this. Okay, let's type the cat and the test py, actually py. Now let's wait 1 minute and see if we can. Okay, we got the bash file. Perfect. Now what we're gonna do is just use this actually this. Okay, and id. Okay, effective id is 0. Perfect. We have got the shell finally. It was because it does not. The problem was this is the problem. Cron job this file directly run like a binary without this. I don't know what this is, but when you run it normally, you tell this to run it with the python. You told it to use the python. Cron job run the file directly and has no idea what interpreter to use. So we then specify the python over here, and then we got the bash file, and then we type this. We type the id, and our effective id is 0. So we can now again actually look for the flag5.txt, which was here, though we have already found that and we read the content just to check it out. Okay, so or I instead try to use the earlier command we talked about, the system logs. So this actually only run if you have either root permission or belongs to the IDM group. So we can see the content of this. We are root user, and we have finally covered the first method and the second one as well. So let's summarize what we did so far. First of all, we understood what cron job actually are. A cron job is simply a scheduled task that Linux run automatically at a set time or a specific time simply. And the key thing that makes them interesting from an attacker perspective is that cron job run with the privilege of whoever owns them, okay, not whoever is logged in. So if a root owns a cron job, a scheduled task, that job will run as root every single time. And then we move to how to actually find cron job on a machine, the different kind of command, the main cron tab file, the individual job file, and also how to read the cron logs, find jobs that might not show up in the obvious places. I think we no yep, we did this right here, the just right here a minute ago. And then we went into the two main attack. The first one is the writable script attack, where a root on cron job run a script that you can actually write to. So that was like finding out a cron job which run some specific script, and where we can write, we then modify that and insert it or payload, and then it gave us the root shell. Okay, and the second one was we first of all checked out all of the cron job, and then there was some where a cron job calls a script by the name only without a full path, and that script does not even exist on the file system anymore. So we found a cron job, but it was calling a script file. It was not existing, that was not even there on the system anymore. So we then like the test.py, and the admin deleted the script or forget or for whatever reason, but the cron is looking for or searching for the script or the file, but it is not there. So we created our own and placed it there with that same name. So one attack name is the writable script attack and the missing script attack. Okay, and I think in the next video I will be discussing about the wildcard. There is something like that in this guide, so I'm just not going to discuss that in this video. So hope you understood all of this. If you have any question, let me know, I will make sure to answer you. Okay, so see you soon.